Previously on My Kitchen Rules.
It's the last time you will all cook together in this competition.
A double cook-off to decide the teams for next week's finals.
Tanya, I think I burned these. Stop.
First to stumble was South Australia's Anne-Marie and Nick.
Tomorrow, you'll be facing elimination.
Then the boys from New South Wales failed to cross the finish line.
It just didn't work together.
And for our remaining teams...
Kane and Lee, Daniela and Stefania, Sammy and Bella, congratulations. You've made it through to the finals.
Tonight...
one team will be knocked out of the competition.
It's a fight for the last remaining place in the finals.
Talk to me. Oh my God.
Bill and Alex versus Anne-Marie and Nick in a sudden death cook-off like no other.
It's going to burn yourself.
Well, they certainly executed it.
Sudden death cook-off today against Bill and Alex. I'm pumped.
It's potentially the last time we're walking into Kitchen HQ as competitors, so that thought's definitely at the front of our mind.
We've come really far in this competition and going home today really isn't an option.
Teams, you've come so far. It's been an honour and a privilege to be part of your journeys.
Next week, the top 4 teams will compete to be the My Kitchen Rules champions. 3 teams have already secured themselves a place in the finals. Daniela Stefania, Kane and Lee, Sammy and Bella. Congratulations.
Anne-Marie and Nick, Bill and Alex, you're about to go head-to-head in the ultimate sudden death cook-off. One team will be knocked out of the competition. The other will earn themselves the last remaining place in the finals.
Nick and I didn't want to be in this position and do a sudden death. We're this close away to being in the finals.
We've continuously shown that when put under pressure situations, we've been able to perform and put some good food on the table.
Bill and Alex, this is the 3rd time you've been in a sudden death cook-off. How are you feeling about the competition tonight?
Pretty pumped up, I think. Really looking forward to getting stuck into the kitchen and performing our best today.
Anne-Marie and Nick, you guys have had sort of disagreements in the past. Who's going to take charge today?
We've got our designated roles today, so that's how it's going to roll.
Good. Tonight, you'll both be cooking your best 3-course dinner. As always, our 4 guest judges will be joining us just before entrees are served. We wish you all the best of luck. May the best team win.
The kitchens are ready. Take your stations and put your aprons on.
Our strategy today is to stay focused and make sure we communicate. Even if I'm working really busy, I don't want Nick to misunderstand that as stress. You're going to talk to me all day today?
I'm going to talk to you all day, Vo. I feel like we need to fight to the very end today. Anne-Marie and Nick know what they're doing in the kitchen. They've shown that continuously throughout the competition. Yeah, it's game time.
Teams, your entrees need to be on the table in 1.5 hours. Your time starts now.
Come on, boys. Today we're definitely going for Bill and Alex because if we don't get into the grand final, we'd love to see a New South Wales team be in there.
What are you going to do first?
Sift this flour.
For entree, we're going to make a beetroot tart. The strong flavours of beetroot really go well with horseradish, so we're going to make a horseradish cream as well. For main, we're making a cider and fennel braised pork shoulder with a celeriac mash and some spiced apple.
For dessert, we're making a passion fruit soufflé with caramelised bananas and fresh mango.
You do the pastry. I'll get stuck into the beetroots for the tart. We need to get that pastry done.
In about 15 minutes, hopefully.
So I'm going to get the stock underway, babe.
Today for entree, we're making seared tuna with a smoked paprika mayonnaise.
For our main course tonight, we're serving a champagne risotto with seared scallops and bugs. For dessert, we're making a gin and lime meringue tart.
I've never made pastry in a food processor.
Should be easier, really. We've got 1 hour and 15 minutes to get our entree on the table. We want to get a head start on our main course and our dessert as well. I'm getting started on my stock for the risotto. I'm putting in onion, garlic, leek, fennel, carrots and chicken. I'm going to throw in a bug head as well. I want a taste of the ocean in my stock today.
Just putting fennel in the chicken stock. Yeah. Tonight we're sitting in front of Anne-Marie and Nick's station, and that's exciting for us because we haven't watched them cook yet.
So I'm making 2 batches.
You got sugar in there and stuff?
Yep.
Good. That's good, babe.
I'm going to use a technique and roll the pastry in between 2 pieces of baking paper, get it in the fridge just to rest for a while. They don't fit in there. The peas are coming out.
Take that out. Take that out.
No, I'm just... No.
You can put it straight on top of there.
I was just going to put them all in
Don't
there.
get annoyed at me, Nick.
But I had it under control.
Sorry, I was just trying to help. I won't help you from now on.
Bill and Alex, how are you?
All right, still peeling beetroots.
Okay. What you've got for main?
For main, we're doing a cider braised pork shoulder.
Is it on yet?
No, it's not.
How long does it take to cook a braise?
It's going to be at least sort of 2 hours.
Yeah, so I think you should think about it.
Definitely.
Good luck.
Thank you. Bill, I have to leave you pretty much to work on this entree alone after I roast these beetroots. Otherwise, I'm not going to have a braise.
1 hour left, teams. One of you will be going home tonight. The sudden death cook-offs are getting harder and harder because the teams that are left in the competition are the best of the best.
Pancetta in the oven?
Just waiting.
Okay.
We've got to get some pancetta in the oven to crisp up. That's going to be our entree pancetta crumble.
I'm going to start making the mayo. With the mayonnaise, I'm looking for just a hint of smokiness from the smoked paprika I'm adding to it. How's your pastry looking?
Pretty good, I think. Oh, babe, I'm going to need help for a minute to do this.
Yep.
Today it's a two-man job to get that pastry in the tart cases.
1, 2, 3.
It's still a little bit soft and it's hard work. And then quickly peel this off, make sure it...
Oh, it's way soft, isn't it? No. It's been great. No, it's been pressed too much on the... Get it out, get it in the fridge.
It's not happening, it's falling apart and it's a disaster.
The pastry is very soft. I hope once it cooks, it's going to be just right.
You have 45 minutes on the clock. You are halfway to serving your entree.
Beetroot all over my hands. My beetroot's in the oven, halfway through the time allotted, and I've got to get started on this pork.
How's it going, mate?
Just trying to run a business. I sear off the pork. It's a process that needs to be done to brown off the meat first. I need to get this done. Just going to check these leeks. They actually look really good. The braising liquid for the pork shoulder basically consists of some fennel, some leeks, some onions, some chicken stock, and some apple cider.
Oh,
That's really good.
can't lose now, I don't think.
How you going there?
Yeah, I'm getting there, mate. It's just a bit of a tedious process.
This pastry looks a lot better than the last pastry they made.
Oh, really?
Bill and Alex, I really have to be careful with the pastry. You know, they've had problem in the past. They've got to put it in the mold, roast it, cook it, and then put it together.
I'm really worried about these not being floured properly, babe.
No, they are, babe. They're floured. Second attempt, the pastry's worked. We've got to get it into the oven to bake.
That looks really good. Wicked, babe. Wicked. Nick's done a great job with the pastry. How long do we bake for?
I thought that was your department, babe, but
But, baby, it's your recipe. The only thing is he doesn't know how long to cook it for. Well, you're gonna...
there's a timer.
Great. Put it on for 10 minutes.
What am I doing? I'm getting the pork. I'm a bit stressed that I haven't got this pork shoulder in already.
Woo!
Should have been in right at the start, but we both need to get started on the beetroot tart, and there's not too many other options.
They seem to be running like headless chickens, you know. It's going to take 2 hours to braise. There's an hour and a half left before it gets on the table. It's already too late. Guys, you've got 30 minutes left. Get cracking with those entrees.
It's not a normal Sunday cook-off. It's the last position for the finals.
It's going to be an interesting night. We've got classic flavours for entree over here. Beetroot, caramelised onion, horseradish cream. And over here, with Anne-Marie and Nick, we've got seared tunis, paprika mayonnaise. I mean, bang, game on.
All right, I'm going to put this beetroot through as well.
Is it soft? Just taste it.
No.
The beetroot's just not cooked the way we want it to at this stage. We've got to come up with another plan.
We can grate it and cook it a bit more in a pan if we need to. I think we're going to have to do that regardless of how cooked they are now.
I'm not even close.
All right, mate. Grate them up.
The beetroots still aren't ready. It's exactly where we didn't want to be, but I think the only thing we can do is put them through the food processor, shred them up and make them a little bit smaller, whack them in the pan and make sure that it's almost cooked.
That tastes good.
It's harder to grate than I thought.
What is it? Horseradish.
I start grating up the horseradish for the horseradish cream. It's basically just adding freshly grated horseradish to creme fraiche. It really adds a nice complementary flavour to the beetroot. I'm going to make this punchy.
Even if you want to cook 2 pieces at a time, babe, don't overcommit yourself.
The goal is with the tuna today is just to sear the edges so you get the nice, beautiful red raw tuna in the middle.
Do you want me to chop up this pancetta?
Yep, super fine. I'm thinking about salting the tuna as I'm frying it, but looking at the pancetta, that's too much salt for my liking. I'd just rather the tuna speak for itself.
How's the tuna? Have you cooked it perfectly?
It's pretty good.
Pretty good isn't good enough. We need perfection on a plate to win this competition. So unevenly cooked.
I think my pretty good is bloody good.
What about this one? That one? Don't look.
No.
No. Listen to me.
Yeah, I'm going to do it more. If you don't like it, when you start questioning it, I know that it's
But
not
are you
quite
happy?
right.
No. Are you happy with
I
that?
would use them.
Well, then use it. That's it.
Anne-Marie and Nick, there needs to be a leader, I think, in this kitchen. There needs to be someone that has to make that final decision. And they're not doing it. It's not about feelings here. It's about plating up great food.
10 minutes to go.
Teams, the guest judges are here. Move it.
Oh, they're here.
Gentlemen.
Good evening.
That's ready to go. We've gotten this close to the prize. This is our last chance to impress the judges.
I pull the tarts out of the oven and start slapping the mixture in there, left, right and centre, trying to get it in there as quick as possible.
Another spoon. We're just adding the cream and nutmeg mixture. We haven't got time to worry about presentation at this stage.
They've still got to go back into the oven and then onto the plate.
We're going to be pushing this to the max.
Teams, you've got less than 10 minutes. You should be plating by now.
That tuna is not even seasoned or dressed at all.
That's what all the other stuff's for.
Well, I thought the pancetta was going to be served on top of the tuna, so when you ate the tuna, you got the saltiness.
My thoughts is keep the tuna separate just so you can mix and match to your liking. You happy with that? You can do that. No?
Yep.
No, you're not.
Yep, no, it's fine. Don't second guess yourself. Do what you want to do. We haven't seen eye to eye on the presentation of this dish. I'm leaving it up to Nick, and I'm just standing back on this one.
This is not enough for the tuna. That's not enough.
Is this going to look a bit naff with just some micro herbs on the side of the plate?
No, mate, it'll be all right.
I can't believe they haven't thought about how they're going to plate this up.
This is the closest we've cut it in terms of getting a dish on the plate.
5 minutes, guys. Keep focused.
We're putting greens on the plate undressed. Not comfortable about that either. It's not
Well,
part
that's
of
why
the
I said let's mix the pancetta with the greens and make a little salad.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Can't put bare salad on a plate, babe. I don't want to serve salad greens undressed on a plate, so we decided to mix it into a pancetta salad. What do we dress it with? Olive oil and salt and pepper and lemon.
The reality is we've got about a minute, so we need to toughen up and just get these tarts out of the hot tart casings and get them on a plate. Hey, let me know if you need some help, mate. I've got it.
Alex, help Bill.
Watching Bill and Alex in the last couple of minutes is almost like watching a car crash in slow motion.
Woo! Get the pancetta in.
It's the most stressful situation I've ever seen in kitchen headquarters. Teams, you only have 1 minute left.
Move it, move it, move it.
Right, we're missing one here, missing one here. How much time we got?
40 seconds, Nick.
Plenty of time.
Quick.
That one here.
Don't worry, give it to us, that one. Don't worry. No, just make it more perfect. You got time.
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You guys, time's up. Step away from your benches.
Oh, my God. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, I hope that tastes all right.
I made a decision not to season the tuna. I'm hoping the judges mix all the components on the plate because that's how I'd eat it.
At this point of the competition, an unseasoned piece of tuna on that plate is plenty enough to be going home.
Thank you.
I'm trying to avoid eye contact with the judges at this stage. There's a distinct lack of confidence in our dish, so I'll just try and put it up there and walk away without being noticed.
Thank you, teams. Your mains need to be served on the table in 1 hour. Your time starts now.
What we need to do is get these celery and potato peel ASAP. Yeah.
Can you chop me some fennel and chop me some garlic? And I need to get the curd on and stuff like that, so...
Should we start with Anne-Marie and Nick's tuna?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay.
Why don't we just dip?
I'll try a bit of the tuna first without the dip. It's bland.
Did they season this?
It hasn't been anywhere near salt and pepper by the looks of it.
Such a shame because
Isn't it?
the searing is perfect.
We've said it 1,000 times. Concentrate on the hero, make sure it's got seasoning.
The mayo's great. That smoky flavour's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I think the pancetta, if there was just more of it, that deals with the seasoning issue.
We have seen better cooking from Anne-Marie and Nick than this dish here. And at this stage of the competition, they should be presenting us with the best dishes.
Only salt. There's no flavour.
Even with the mayo, it's
Still kind of...
still very bland.
Let's try Bill and Alex's tart.
It's not the most attractive thing, is it?
Let's just hope it tastes better than it looks.
Clumsy is an understatement. It looks like a wreck.
It's good.
It's nice.
Yep.
I mean, this pastry is crumbling nicely.
Pastry's good.
I love the time in there, though. It actually works quite well on the palate, and I was prepared to write it off by the way it looked.
What's that Italian saying? Ugly but good?
Brutto ma buono.
That's it.
That's like me.
Yeah. Beautiful. I'm pleasantly surprised.
So much more flavour in the tart than the tuna.
I don't know how they did it, but it seems Bill and Alex are ahead on this entree.
Coming up.
Oh my God.
Alex, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me.
It's just making it all watery, mate.
I don't know how we're going to get it served in time.
This is a disaster. The teams have served the entree. Now you're getting onto their main.
We'll get the cubes of the potato and the celeriac the same size so they all cook evenly.
Bill and Alex's main course sounds utterly divine. It's braised pork shoulder insider, celeriac mash, spiced apple. I mean, you couldn't write a better menu.
We're not going to be as time poor this time, I don't think.
The priorities for this dish are making sure we get the mash done nice and early, making sure the pork shoulder has enough time to cook.
I hope they've got enough time to deliver.
Nick and I have brushed off all our negative energy from entree. We're on track, and we're going to get this done.
Anne-Marie and Nick for main are cooking a bag and champagne risotto.
The priorities for this stage is to get that risotto underway.
Fennel's in, garlic's in, shallots are in, butter, oil is in. Going to crack the champagne now.
For our dessert, we've got to get the filling made, and that's going to mean mixing eggs, sugar, lime juice, and gin.
Wow, that stock tastes really good. Everything's good.
15 minutes gone already. The pork's in the oven, the celeriac and the potatoes are boiling away. I'll get this apple prepared. I'm making some little cubes of apple that have been flavoured with some ginger, some cinnamon, and a bit of a sugar syrup. It's going to be really nice in offsetting the richness of the meat itself as well as the mash. What do you think of that? It's been there for 2 minutes in like a warm poaching liquid. Good. I think it'll be good cold.
Yeah.
Hi, Mary Nick, how are you?
Good.
So were you happy with your entree?
Yeah.
We can talk about that.
Is that a yes or is that a maybe? Or you need to work on things together. You've got to be both happy about what you're sending to us, okay? Take a step back together and we've got to communicate and agree on things. Good luck, guys.
Roger that, thank you.
So we're taking that advice on board?
Yep.
Manu's been kind enough to give us a pep talk. I know that we have to focus. I know we have to work as a team.
So they can pour in now?
Yes, they can pour in. They need to go straight into the oven ASAP.
Nick's just straining the filling for the tart into the cases.
Okay, don't do that. Just pour it in.
Do you want to or not?
Yep. You don't need to play with it like that because you just put it in gently.
I'm just measuring it out.
Okay.
And we've got to get that into the oven cooked so it can come out and set before dessert.
I don't know why she's not stirring the risotto. It doesn't matter if you just shake the pan. You have to stir it. She's shaking the pot. Everything has to come together. It has to become creamy. I really hope the risotto doesn't become gluggy. That's dry up too much by the time it gets on the table. That's right, yeah.
20 minutes to go, mate.
Okay.
I'm putting the mash into the ricer to get it as smooth as possible. We want it nice and silky and creamy.
It's just making it all watery, mate.
Unfortunately, it's not going through there properly. It's not happening the way it should be, so I decided to change tact and put it into a little hand blender to try and get it as fine as possible.
It's not too chunky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's way too chunky.
They've put the potato and the celeriac in the same pot at the same time. Two different vegetables cooked at a different time.
Is that meant to be in there? Like, is it meant to be like that? I don't know.
I'm thinking we might not even get a mash up this close to the finals, and I just feel like we bombed it.
How's it looking? Getting them nice and... Yeah, they look good, babe. Wicked.
Nick's frying off the scallops and they're looking really good.
Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me.
Just got to get them frying a little bit.
You need to talk to me, Nick.
I'm getting there. Just stop being impatient.
I'm going to have to cook those bugs separately and stir them through the risotto in the last minute.
I'm going to have to now keep an eagle eye on those tarts. Oh, my God, they're ready. They're ready.
Is the pork ready to come out?
Yeah, get it out. 12 minutes to go on the clock, and I take the pork out of the pot. Pork's looking nice and tender, mate.
Is it?
Could do with another half hour, but...
The beautiful thing about a shoulder is that fat, especially if you're braising it, because that's where the flavour comes from.
Bill and Alex have spent about an hour and a half to get a beautiful golden colour on that skin. And suddenly, they're taking it off. Why?
How you going, Anne-Marie, Nick?
Okay, how you going?
Yeah, a bit better. I couldn't get some really good slices from the pork shoulder itself. I'm already starting to get worried that it's going to look messy on the plate.
I don't know how we're going to get it served in time.
4 minutes, mate.
Okay, we're going to have to start plating up.
I can't believe, again, they're leaving everything to the last minute because they really should start thinking about plating that pork.
Do you want to stir them through?
Teams, you have 3 minutes left.
Come on, guys, you need to put that food on the plate now.
How much do you reckon you can get?
Not a lot more.
Okay.
So, mate, you start doing the beef, the pork.
The pork's cut, mate.
Okay, just keep the plates coming.
Keep going.
Just get 2 pieces on every plate.
You're doing 2 bug tars, aren't you, babe?
Yep.
What are we doing with the apples?
Where's the garnish?
From where we're standing, it doesn't look appetising.
Got to get those scallops on and garnish.
Okay. Scallops on.
You've got 60 seconds to finish your plating now.
Alex, come on.
I didn't think it could get any worse than the beetroot tart. This is a disaster.
Where, which one?
This one here.
Oh, my God, watch that sauce.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Got heaps of salt on there, babe.
5, 4, 3,
Keep cleaning.
2, 1. Sit, guys, toes up, step away from the benches.
Oh, now you're happy. Finally.
Oh, it's because it's exactly what I wanted.
It's definitely not our best dish. We walk up to the judges to serve them the main course. The end result looks rushed, it looks clumsy.
If I was embarrassed or reluctant to bring the entree up, I'm 10 times worse for the main. It's just a really hollow feeling taking that type of dish up to the calibre of judges that we have. So, yeah, I just want to get in and out as quick as possible.
I'm so proud of our dish that we're serving today. I know it's seasoned well, I know it tastes good, and it certainly looks good.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoy.
You've got 30 minutes to get your dessert served. Your time starts now.
All right, let's go, mate.
We're going to need the gin, and we're going to also need pot and beaters and a stainless steel bowl, baby.
Yep. Well, let's start with Anne-Marie and Nick's scallop and bug risotto.
Sure.
Yep.
presentation's great, doesn't it?
That scallop is gorgeous.
Very beautiful. And the bug's also cooked well.
So the hero of this dish would be the seafood, would you agree?
And there's a generous amount of it in there too.
It's good.
It's nice.
It hasn't got that creamy consistency, but the flavour is lovely.
That scallop is beautiful.
I love the fennel in it, actually.
For me, it's not a risotto. It tastes nice, but for me, it's not a risotto. Risotto for me is creamy.
Let's try Bill and Alex's pork dish.
Sure.
It is a very sad thing on a plate. Here
Looks
in front of
horrible.
us. And it would be a great dish if they executed it and the technique was good.
Well, they certainly executed it.
Yeah, they sure did.
When I saw them cutting the fat and everything off the pork shoulder, I thought to myself, they've missed the point of a braised pork shoulder. It's missing the cooking time as well. It's just not melting in the mouth. It is as tough as shoe leather. I think they're going to need an outstanding dessert to pull them out of this one.
Oh my God.
The clock starts and we get stuck straight into getting the components for the souffle together. Okay, mate, these souffles need to be good.
The teams are fighting for survival today. They have to win this for their place in the finals.
I'll get stuck on lining these moulds.
I'm just going to finish separating these eggs. For dessert, we're making a passion fruit soufflé with caramelised bananas and fresh mango.
How many more eggs have you got to separate there, mate?
6. I'm having a little bit of trouble separating the egg whites and the egg yolks. I'm dropping shell in the egg white. I'm dropping yolk in the egg white. We're under time pressure. What are you thinking, doing a soufflé for the French chef?
Mate, we have to pull out all stops today and soufflé might be the impressive dish we need to bring us home.
I'm just going to make the meringue now.
For dessert, we're making a gin and lime meringue tart.
They look excellent, babe.
We've done most of our preparation earlier. We just have to get that meringue whipped and browned and think about how we're going to present.
What do you think of meringue?
I don't mind it.
My concern with this dish is the meringue. I'm just not sure this is the right combination for the tart.
I'm just worried that meringue is like 1985.
That's you, babe. You love 1985.
Anne-Marie and Nick seem really at ease now. They've got a smile on their face. They look confident.
Oh, there's the sugar.
Come here, there's another thing up there.
I've separated all the eggs. Now I'm slowly adding a bit of sugar while I'm whisking the egg whites.
We're watching Bill beating his egg whites and adding the sugar for his souffle, and we noticed that he's adding so much sugar.
How much sugar needs to go in here? 400 grams?
yeah.
Is that 400?
No.
Making a souffle mix, it's a science, and you have to know exactly how much sugar, how much to whip the egg whites. We're really worried that it's not going to rise properly.
Is that 50 grams per one?
Yeah, that's very sugary, isn't it?
25 grams, 50 grams times, how many are we doing? 8 full-size ones? How much did you put in there? 400?
Yeah.
From where I'm standing, the boys have put far too much sugar in the egg whites.
Don't put all of that in there.
I'm not sure it's going to rise, and I'm not sure it's going to taste good.
Should we do another batch of egg whites now?
We might have to just go with that one, mate, because we've only got 19 minutes to go.
Okay, mate, I'm just going to add some extra egg whites into there. What do you reckon? I'll whip them first.
Yeah.
We don't have enough time to start the egg white mixture from scratch. We try separately whisking some egg whites on their own and adding that to the sugar and egg white mixture that we've already got. No idea if this is going to work now.
Teams, you have 15 minutes left. You are halfway there. For dessert, Anne-Marie and Nick, they've got a lime and gin curd tart. Bill and Alex are making passion fruit souffle with banana and mango.
This may be your last chance to impress the judges.
Win this and you go straight through to the finals.
Mate, it's not looking too bad. It's nice.
As long as we can get it in the oven literally within a minute or two, man.
All right.
We've only got 15 minutes left and these souffles take at least 12 minutes in the oven. We're going to need to get them in as soon as possible, otherwise we could not have a dessert.
Skip to the bottom because this passion fruit stuff is sinking there.
Yeah. Okay, whack that one in. Whack that one in.
Which way are we going, 190?
The one's on 190. Souffle is the hero of the dish, but we're going to accompany it with a nice fresh mango and caramelised banana accompaniment.
Butter, brown sugar, and then just fry off a few of the bananas?
Yep. The souffle needs to be in the oven for at least 12 minutes. Going to be cutting it fine. How's that?
Oh, that looks fantastic.
There's 12 minutes to go. I start piping the meringue onto the tarts. Never done it in my life before.
Looks good, babe. Looks really good.
Straight out of the 80s.
Baby, don't keep saying that.
Teams, if either of you pull off the perfect dessert, you will win this sudden death cook-off.
Oh, do you think we got the perfect dessert?
Don't. I know how important presentation is, so I've got to get these meringue peaks perfect.
I don't know how confident I am doing this. Do you want to show me what to do, or do you just want to do the whole thing?
Just keep it the right distance.
It's real tricky, isn't it?
Yeah. With blow torching to get some colour on top of the meringue. It just needs a bit of browning, it doesn't need heaps.
You happy with them doing it like this?
Yep, not too much.
Yeah, is that burnt, isn't it? I'm not really very good at this.
The thing that worries me about Anne-Marie and Nick's dessert is the meringue. Is it going to be cooked enough? Just blow torching sometimes isn't enough. Teams, you have 5 minutes left.
Get moving!
How are these soufflés going, mate? Do you want to just have a quick look?
We can see straight through into the oven, and I can't believe it. The soufflés are actually rising.
Yeah, they're rising nicely.
So we're literally going to have to get them out on the trays over here and dust them with icing sugar straight away and whack them straight on the plates.
Okay, 3 minutes to go and they've still got their soufflés in the oven.
At least they started plating.
Yeah.
Well, at least they're rising as well.
Yeah.
Let's just hope it doesn't fall.
Some bits on, some bits around.
What about like this? Come and have a look quick. We've only got 2.5 minutes. We can't fuck around anymore. Oh, they're big. Probably should have gone 2 runners, but...
Teams, only 2 minutes left.
It's make or break. Pick up the pace.
Ooh, it's going to be close.
That's where we do our best work.
I'll take him out a minute 30.
2 minutes to go and we're almost ready, but can do with another 30 seconds or so.
We've got the time.
I think we've got it up our sleeves, so we'll leave them there for 30 seconds.
Okay, get him out, boys.
Okay, mate. I'm bringing the first tray over.
All right, here we go.
Gentle, Alex, gentle.
A minute 30. Finally take the soufflés out, and they look great. They've risen nicely and got a nice golden colour to them.
It's probably the happiest I've felt all day with something that we've produced.
All right, we'll dust them all, and then we'll transfer them. Right. I'll transfer, you dust.
I think Bill and Alex have got the miracle they wanted. They've got beautifully risen soufflés.
I hope they're going to taste as good as they look. 1 minute left. Think how it's going to look on the plates.
Come and get these on the plate. Seconds left on the clock, and we're still putting the soufflés on the plates. 45 seconds.
I think it looks a bit messy.
20 seconds.
Get it on there.
Got enough icing sugar?
Not too much, not too much.
Oh, that is hot.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, time's up.
Good one, baby. That's a good fire.
That soufflé, they look beautiful.
Time's up and we step away from the benches. I think the soufflés look great. It's the first time today we can have a little bit of pride in something that we've made. Taking the dessert up to the judges, it's potentially the last dish that we plate up in the competition.
Great, guys.
This dessert is make or break for us. Could be our last chance to get in the grand final.
Walking up to the judges, I'm really proud of our dessert.
I put the plate down on the judges' table.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We don't get much reaction out of them. I think it's still anyone's game.
Thanks, teams. Take a break, and we'll see you shortly for the scores.
Thanks, guys.
I think we should start with Bill and Alex's soufflé. Got to say, I don't know how they did it, but they've managed to pull off an amazing-looking soufflé.
It looks great when it came out, didn't it?
They definitely got a rise out of it.
Let's try it.
Is it cooked, Guy?
Texturally, it's a little runny.
It's very sweet.
There's a lot of sugar.
Far too much sugar in there.
I think that's what stopped it setting.
I like the passion fruit flavour in the soufflé. It's quite nice, isn't it?
All right, let's move on to Emery and Nick's lime and gin tart.
The pastry is great.
It's a lovely lime tart, isn't it?
And the lime filling is nice. I wish there was a bit more of that lime curd.
I'm loving the tart, I'm loving the curd, but the meringue isn't perfect. It's not cooked.
It's really limey, huh?
It is a lime tart.
Yeah, I know that.
It has to be limey.
Yeah, I know, but for me it's a little bit too limey.
You don't have to get upset about it. I'm just saying it's a lime tart.
Still to come.
Unfortunately, the pressure got to both teams, and we saw it on the plate.
One team says goodbye, and then the final 4 discover who goes head-to-head in next week's finals.
So may the best team win.
The judges call us back in, and it's time to find out who's got a spot in the final.
It's time to hear our fate.
To be eliminated at this late stage of the competition would be pretty disappointing, I think.
Bill and Alex, Anne-Marie and Nick. Tonight was a high-pressure, sudden-death cook-off for the last place in the finals. The losing team tonight will be going home. The winners will be joining Danielle and Stefania, Kane and Lee, and Sammy and Bella.
Guys, we've seen sudden death cook-off many times, but this one was the toughest to watch. The pressure got to both teams, and we saw it on the plate.
Anne-Marie and Nick, for entree you served seared tuna with smoked paprika mayonnaise. For main course, champagne risotto with bugs and seared scallops. And for dessert, lime and gin meringue tart. Our guest judges will score first. Liz?
Thanks, Pete. Anne-Marie and Nick, your tuna, unfortunately, it was under-seasoned, so for me it was a tragic waste of tuna. Your risotto, the rice was lacking a bit in technique, but I have to say you showed great respect for the seafood. It was perfectly cooked. Your dessert looked so pretty on the plate, and I really enjoyed eating it. Tonight, I give you a 7.
Thank you.
Toby?
Your entree. There was 2 huge ingredients missing there. Salt and pepper. It lacked it, and it really let the whole dish down. Tonight, I give you a 6.
Anne-Marie and Nick, your risotto had a beautiful sweetness to it, and that was coming from the fennel and the sweetness of the seafood in it. It was really lovely and delicate. Your cheeky lime tart with the meringues on top, I wish I had more of it. The lime filling was delicious. Tonight, I'll give you a 7.
Your risotto looked wonderful.
I would have liked to have seen that rice emulsified like a true risotto. I thought it fell apart a little bit. Your dessert was delicious. The pastry cooked perfectly. The meringue, unfortunately, a little undercooked. Tonight, I give you a 6.
It's incredibly tense standing in front of the judges waiting for our scores because we don't want to go home tonight.
Anne-Marie and Nick, your tuna entree tonight fell a little bit short. Salt and pepper. You know, sometimes that sort of dish needs.
That was probably my fault. I sort of disagreed with just putting salt and pepper straight on top of tuna, so...
It's okay, mate.
It's inexcusable.
Having come this far, to possibly be going home because of salt and pepper would be devastating.
Your risotto, it was more like a rice pilaf where all the grains are separated. It's supposed to be glued together in some ways, but the flavour was fantastic.
Your dessert, the tart shell, the filling was superb. You had an outstanding dessert until you put the meringue on it. For your menu tonight, I give you a 6.
Tonight, I give you a 6.
That gives you a grand total score of 38 out of 60.
Anne-Marie and Nick score a total of 38, and it's not the most impressive score we've seen in the competition so far. We could still be in this.
Bill and Alex, for entree, beetroot tart with horseradish cream. For main, braised pork shoulder, spiced apple, celery puree, and cider gravy. And for desserts, passion fruit souffle.
Bill and Alex, your entree. It looked messy and rushed, but it tasted great. I was pleasantly surprised. Your main course, you took some of my absolute favourite flavours and ingredients, and I can't believe what you did to them. Such a shame. Your dessert, it was just so sweet, I could hardly eat it. Tonight, everything let you down. Tonight, I give you a 4.
Gentlemen, the braised pork shoulder, we didn't have that rich fattiness that the braise promises to deliver. It just wasn't there. The souffle looked amazing when it came to the table. It really did. And I thought this could be the saving grace for these boys. Unfortunately, the high level of sugar in there stopped the souffle from setting. Tonight, I give you a 4.
4's from 2 judges, and it's confirmation that we're in for a shocking score. I'm already saying goodbyes.
You guys okay over there?
Drowning slowly.
Oh, you'll be okay. The first course came out, which was your little beetroot tartlet. It tasted actually very pleasant. It was quite nice. My mother always said to me, if I didn't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. So tonight, I won't be commenting on your pork dish whatsoever. Tonight, I give you a 4.
We've seen some great dishes from you in this competition, but not tonight. Tonight, I give you a 4.
Bill and Alex, where are the Bill and Alex we've seen through this competition? You can cook. You've proved it too many times. But it seems that tonight you just kind of lost the plot.
Watching you cook the pork belly with 45 minutes already elapsed on the clock, it was heart-wrenching. Very disappointed with the main course. I actually wouldn't have served it. For your menu tonight, I'll give you a score of 4.
Bill and Alex, tonight I'm scoring you a 4.
That gives you a grand total score of 24. Bill and Alex, unfortunately, that gives you the lowest score, and your time in the competition is over.
Definitely the lowest point in the competition for me. I suppose it's by our own design, so that's even more disappointing.
Anne-Marie and Nick, congratulations. You're still in the competition. And you have just secured the last place in the finals.
I think for me tonight, this win is bittersweet.
It all comes down to making mistakes on the day. They made more than us, so that's where we are.
Hold your heads high. We've loved having you in the competition. You guys have heart and you have humour, which will be sorely missed from the competition.
I'm going to miss you, for sure. You've got guts, you've got flair, and you've got passion. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone involved. It's been an absolutely awesome adventure. We've had such a good time.
We're really sad to say goodbye to Bill and Alex today.
All the best, mate.
We've become good friends with them.
We're going to miss those boys.
It's been such a fun time.
It's sad to see Bill and Alex go. They've got a fighting spirit. Thanks, wow.
See you, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Appreciate it.
Taking a lot of positives out of this competition.
Come in.
You guys are great.
We've had an awesome time. We've cooked some awesome meals.
It's just melts in your mouth.
So that gives you a grand total of 86.
Jeez. Cheers, Bill and Alex.
Thanks, guys.
Did it. Schooner of Chardonnay, anyone?
We did everything on instinct and naturally. I'm happy that we went through the competition the way we did.
Watching you work is never an enjoyable thing. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Shall I risk it?
Yeah. Whoa. You feeling comfortable, Bill?
Always be with you over my shoulder.
Got it on the plate.
Chest mark.
We're going to take away some good memories, some good mates, and
A larger waistline.
yeah.
It's been once in a lifetime and something we'll always look back on with great fondness. Thanks, guys. Good luck.
Remaining teams, to the stairs now.
Bill and Alex hang up their aprons and leave kitchen headquarters. Then all of a sudden there's 4 knives in front of us.
Teams, you are the top 4. The finals week will consist of 2 semis and then the grand final. To decide who will cook in which semi-final, you will draw knives. Anne-Marie and Nick, please select a knife.
I'm just going to go with this one.
Good choice.
Semi-2.
Daniela and Stefania.
We stand in front of the knife. I pull it out,
Right.
and it says semi-final 1.
Kate and Lee.
I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but I'm just going to pick a knife and hope for the best. Come on.
Good choice, Lee.
So many to choose from.
Go, you do it. Semi-1. Daniela and Stefania.
The one thing we didn't want to cook off against because A, we love them, they're gorgeous, you know, they're like our mums, and B, because they're amazing cooks.
Daniela and Stefania, Savvy and Bella, you will cook off in the first semi-final. Anne-Marie and Nick, Kane and Lee, you will compete in the second semi-final.
Kane and Lee are going to be tough competition. We've got our work cut out for us for sure.
This will be the toughest week of the competition. One of you will be the next My Kitchen Rules champions. Best of luck, and may the best team win.
Next time on My Kitchen Rules.
From 12 teams, only the best 4 remain.
It's the first semi-final.
Sammy and Bella, Daniela and Stefania. It's youth versus experience.
Fighting for a place in the grand final.
All the best, girls.
Yeah, incoming second.
I'm just butchering this thing.
Daniel needs more salt. You know how much salt I put?
Which team will make it through to the big one?
Actually can't believe the quality of this dish.